Hogwarts Legacy 2 is happening. Get ready for all those lewd mods because they are legal for some reason. And that's arguable, but kind of topical.
Hogwarts Legacy 2 is now officially in production, according to the WB Games president, David Haddad, according to Variety in a brand new story. And in that interview, they gave us details regarding the game's priority level at WB Games. We also have some details regarding the story, which according to David Haddad, it's actually going to coincide with the Harry Potter HBO series, but we'll talk more about that in a bit, which that right there gives us.
The Harry Potter HBO series, by the way, is gonna be something else because it's gonna be word for word dialogue from the Harry Potter books, which is insane, needless to say. That's kind of what it's supposed to be. Now, how it pans out, nobody knows. Not actually even that interested in it, but you know, that's gonna be an insane thing, okay?
A ton to work off of in terms of the game story, the setting, and where Hogwarts Legacy 2 is going to take place in the Harry Potter timeline. We have a lot to cover, guys, so check the video chapters for easy viewing, and let's get into it. So obviously the big news is that Hogwarts Legacy 2 is now officially in production, according to Variety, in a brand new interview with David Haddad, like I just mentioned in the intro.
Hell yeah.
Well, it's happening. The game is officially in production, which is really
okay. So fingers crossed for being truly evil option. Fingers crossed for being able to actually choose the evil side. You know what we need in this game? We need something like GTA, story-wise, but you actually get to choose the path that you walk. The evil one or the good one, and, you know, both sides try to sway you, that kind of thing. That would be amazing. I think not a lot of games in general do it enough, you know? That you're just a neutral person, for some reason you're important, whatever that reason may be, and then the good side and the evil side, both they try to get you, and you know, they try to lure you in, and then you need to pick what actually your side is gonna be. I like that really much. They should do more of that.
exciting. So if we jump over to the Variety article, we're just going to go ahead and read off some of the key points, to which they said Warner Brothers was encouraged last year by the strong response from Harry Potter fans to the new video game Hogwarts Legacy, which wound up the top selling game of 2023 and has crossed 30 million units sold as of last month. They then said that Warner Brothers Games division has also churned out Harry Potter Quidditch Champions, which released in August, and a remastered version of the—
That's gonna die so hard because no one cares about something as stupid as goddamn Quidditch. There are two types of sports in this world. Sports that are fun to play, but not to watch, and sports that are fun to watch, like women's volleyball, and not fun to play, because playing with women volleyball is really fucking annoying, okay? You want to play men's volleyball, not women's one. But women's volleyball, no, that's something you want.
The Lego Harry Potter collection of games. They then said, and Warner Brothers Games is at work on a video game sequel to Hogwarts Legacy, which is quote unquote a very big priority for Warner Brothers Discovery's C-suite. To which David—
obviously, because again, I explained this, so I'm gonna do a brief 1 minute explanation of why and how this everything just falls in line perfectly. First of all, companies like when their profits go like this. You know, 1% or 2% a year. Beautiful. They get their bonuses, they get everything, and everyone gets to keep their jobs. They don't like things that go up like this, okay? Like a rocket. Like a penis rocket, maybe even. And Harry Potter Legacies did exactly that. Well, Hogwarts Legacies. Whatever. They did that, and that's bad, because that means someone's not getting the bonus next year because the budgets are going to account for that thing. And there's a very low chance that they're not going to account for that for next year. So, congratulations. You just played yourself in a very bad way. But since something made that much money, they're just not gonna not make it, because you squeeze everything in Hollywood, in the games industry, that has any juice in it until it's left and you squeeze the last bit from a rock. Then you stop making a franchise. So this was obviously gonna happen. And it's Warner fucking Brothers, okay? They don't have anything that's good. The only thing that's good is the Penguin. Well, that's really good again. The Penguin's amazing. Okay, best show currently. Best show by far. Last episode next week, boys, by the way. 10 out of 10 is gonna be a banger. Oh, yeah. And, you know, stuff like this, effectively.
Haddad said, "We have known for some time that fans are looking for more things in this world, and so we're spending a lot of time thinking about that. Our insights tell us that there are not huge distinctions between a younger version of a fan and an older version of a fan. They're just deep Harry Potter fans, and we try to build authentic experiences to delight them." The article then goes on to say that Rowling is not involved in managing the franchise, but Warner Brothers Discovery executives.
LOL. They're saying this because they think that that's going to be a bad thing because of the controversies. Because she didn't want to have, what was it? Some kind of trans woman in the game. Based, by the way. All hail great MILF J.K. Rowling. She can spread that mold all over my chest and bounce on my meat as much as she likes. The options are always open, okay? Yeah, the fact that Rowling is not a part of this is actually the big red flag. Because, she's a complete retard liberal at the end of the day. But she does not actually hold a lot of those absolutely insane, crazy views that we nowadays don't like. So she would prevent any of this. Now, the good part is, even though she's still not in this, which is the red flag, if Warner Brothers tries to push some kind of woke BS or trans BS or anything like that, J.K. Rowling is gonna step in, open up her vajayjay so wide that it's gonna engulf the universe and stop everything in its tracks. Because keep in mind, she's a fucking billionaire. She does not care about the money at this point, okay? She knows that even her years of me drooling over her are fucking numbered, okay? Soon she's not gonna be nothing but a bag of bones and skin. If we're lucky. And, she just wants to spread her legacy out as much as possible and make it so Harry Potter survives for the next 100 years, effectively. So she is not gonna allow Warner Brothers to just, make you have top scars or whatever. That's not gonna happen.
Keep her updated via her literary agent.
She will literally cancel Hogwarts Legacy 2 before that she allows that to happen.
To which the head of global consumer products at WB said, "If we're going to ever go beyond canon conversation, we make sure that we're all comfortable with what we're doing." And by far the biggest news in this entire interview is that Haddad says that the games team has been coordinating some of the big picture storytelling elements in the Hogwarts Legacy sequel with the storylines that will play out in Harry Potter's HBO series coming from Warner Brothers Television. He then notes that the success of Hogwarts Legacy helped stoke confidence that the time was right to make a major Potter push. Quote, "The rest of the company was very curious about what we helped to unlock with Hogwarts Legacy last year." So from that Variety article, we did get a ton of information, but the one part that I really want to talk about, and this is the part that I think a lot of people are going to be shocked about, is the fact that the game is planned to coordinate these storylines with the upcoming Harry Potter HBO series. Now that news right there literally has implications that are so far reaching. We're talking everything from the story, the setting, and even the release window. Like, we could potentially know when this game is going to be releasing because of the HBO series. This also basically confirms that the Hogwarts Legacy sequel will not be a direct sequel, as the plot of the Harry Potter series takes place from 1991 to 1998, and of course the Hogwarts Legacy story took place in the 1890s. But now the question is when is the Hogwarts Legacy game going to take place? Obviously we know that the HBO series is set to air sometime around 2026, and let's be honest, they're not going to release Hogwarts Legacy 2 within 2 years.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's just likely not going to happen, which tells me is if the storylines are going to like coincide or just be connected in some ways, it probably won't be connected to the first season. However, it could be maybe season 2 or 3, depending on how they do things. Now, there's a lot of potential for them to just do a prequel to the Harry Potter series. One of the things that I've wanted for so long is a story told about the First Order of the Phoenix, and tell us the story of Voldemort's first rise to power.
Damn right. Let's kill some mudbloods and stuff.
Like, you guys don't even know. I've been wanting this for so long. I even made a logo last year, I believe it was. Hogwarts Legacy, the First Order. Like, look at this tweet. This is from March 24th, 2023. I said, Hogwarts Legacy, the First Order, a story based on the rise of Voldemort and the creation of the First Order of the Phoenix. This would allow them to connect the storylines. It would also allow them to release this game within any time between the first season and even season 5. Like, imagine this gets gets released between a Goblet of Fire and Order of the Phoenix, that would be the perfect timeline. You release the First Order before you release Order of the Phoenix, and at the very end of the First Order game, you have Voldemort go into Harry Potter's room, going to hit Harry Potter with the Avada Kedavra, it backfires, end scene. Now, another possibility is that they tell the story about the Chamber of Secrets opening the first time. Imagine you're walking down the halls of Hogwarts and you just have Tom Riddle walking alongside you. Like, that would be such a sick story to tell. That would also coincide with the release of the Chamber of Secrets season of the HBO series. I have a feeling that whatever they do with Hogwarts Legacy 2, it'll be like kind of a prequel, or rather just a contained story that leads us to the events that happen in
whatever they do, it doesn't even honestly matter at this point. It's probably going to be amazing and a success. That's the part that honestly matters
in the season of the show. Now, it could be the case that we are in Hogwarts Castle alongside Harry, Ron, and Hermione. Maybe we befriend them, but I don't think that's what they mean when they say connected to the story. Like, that would be so tough to do, dude. Also, a random other student is not going to be the center of attention whenever Harry, Ron, and Hermione are in the castle. Like, it's just not going to happen. At least I think. Now, is it still possible? Yeah, it's possible, but like I said, it just doesn't really make sense. So now to briefly talk about the gameplay for Hogwarts Legacy 2, we know what we want for this game. We just want more RPG elements. It's a Hogwarts Legacy, so let it be our legacy, not a predetermined legacy. We need more RPG mechanics. We need companion system. We need more spells. We need the house point system. We don't really need Quidditch, although I would love Quidditch, especially a storyline in that. Like,
no one fucking wants Quidditch.
That would be so sick. Obviously, gobstones and other mini games like that. Now, this point I've harped on for so long, and that is the fact that I need our decisions to actually mean something in Hogwarts Legacy 2. Like, we can't just go.
Yeah, again, the decision listen, Hogwarts Legacy was already a goddamn banger. What if they make it so you can be either good or evil and you can choose the path that you want to follow? And choices have ultimate meaning in that game. It could potentially rival GTA 6. Now, it would probably not overthrow GTA 6 because that thing is going to push American culture back to the fucking Stone Age, where it belongs, by the way, my sweet American viewer. And you deep down, you understand what I mean. It would be amazing. It would be something that literally shakes the gaming industry, but how massive it would be. There is no way it wouldn't be an amazing success, okay? Because again, who honestly thinks that Hogwarts Legacy was a bad game? No one. Yeah, sure, people are not talking about it for forever, but there is actually a dedicated amount of people who talk about the secrets and small lore bits in this game and whatnot. It does not hold a candle to Elden Ring and that community of, lore enthusiasts and whatever. But still, everyone liked this game, without question. No one actually called it bad. And if someone did, shit, I missed it.
Go around and using the killing curse willy-nilly without consequences in game. Like, honestly, if we use the killing curse in Hogwarts Legacy 2.
Okay, listen, in Hogwarts Legacy 2, the game needs to start with the Sandwich Lady getting avacadabed, okay?
It should force us down the path of being a Death Eater, especially if the story takes place whenever Voldemort first rose to power. Like, imagine having to choose between the two factions. Like, you either want to join the Order of the Phoenix or pledge your loyalty to Voldemort and become a Death Eater. Like, that would...
it never made sense in the Harry Potter series. The fact that Voldemort did not win. Because the Death Eaters were just so fucking stronger and more numerous and whatnot. It wasn't even close.
Be such a cool timeline, man. I'm telling you, there's so many stories that can be told. One thing is for sure is that we kind of know when the story is going to take place if they decide to do a connected story. At least I would hope so. Like, if it's anywhere near the events of the First Wizarding War when Voldemort first rose to power, that would take place between 1970 and 1981, which during the First Wizarding War is when Voldemort was actually at the height of his power. But that's only if they want the game to take place within the late 1900s. Now, another thing that I will say about the gameplay is we need more classroom activities. That's one of the parts that it was really lacking in the last game. It's totally fine to just keep us in the classroom for a bit. Keep us in Hogwarts. The game is called Hogwarts Legacy, Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. So let's get us back into the classrooms. So now with Hogwarts Legacy sequel being in production and
people want that, but I feel that would be honestly super limiting in so many ways.
having a very big priority. The question that I think a lot of people want to know is, when is Hogwarts Legacy 2 going to release? Like, what's the timeline on this thing? How long is it going to take for them to develop it? And will we have to wait 5+ years? Well, with production starting right now and the game being a sequel, they've already got pretty much the shell of the game already done. So now,
Yeah, but that still would probably mean a bare minimum of 40 years of beta.
it's just about iterating, which still will take a long time. Like, it's not going to be an easy task, but at least they have things to work off of, like the game engine. And as I've mentioned, if the game plans to coincide with the HBO series, we know that that's not going to air until probably 2026. And if the development timeline for Hogwarts Legacy 2 is going to be like anywhere between 4, maybe 5 years, that would put the release date anywhere between 2028. They could get the game done within 3 years, but I don't think that's likely at all, especially whenever you look at how Avalanche develops their games. They try to make sure that the games are exactly how they want them to be before they launch. It was the same thing that happened with Hogwarts Legacy. Like, they delayed the game until it was ready, and I think we all appreciated that so much, because whenever the game launched,
Yeah, we don't have the these good old situation of it's ready when it's ready any longer. It's all just pushed out through the door for some minimum fucking profit. Sad.
it was in a great state. So that's why I think this thing is going to take 4, maybe 5, possibly 6 years to develop. With the HBO series being a multi-season show, it's not like they have to rush and get it done before 2026. They have so much time to work on it, especially if they plan to tell the story of the first Wizarding War, which I'm not really a betting man, but if I were to bet, I would say that that's what they're going to do. But again, I have no idea. And then another thing to consider whenever it comes to the release and the reveal is they're probably not going to reveal this thing until it's pretty much ready. Like, I think they're going to try to avoid any of the delays, especially because Hogwarts Legacy was kind of riddled with delays. So they're probably going to try to avoid that with the next game. So I'm going to throw out a guess for whenever they're going to reveal the game. This is just a prediction. I like to do
Any prediction is gonna be wrong, and if it's right, it's random. Anyway, that was West Nemo. Damn. Hogwarts Legacy 2, boys. What a time to be a time. Bye.